So here's my 1930 Model A four-door sedan. It's a Murray body. First time I've ever owned a Model A. I've had quite a few old cars in my life, but never a Model A. Always wanted one. Now I got it. I found it locally. It's in pretty good body shape, body-wise. It runs, it drives. I haven't had it down the road. I've only yard driven it. It's been sitting for a while, but starts right up, runs good, no smoke. I assume it's been repainted at one time in its life, because I do see a couple of spots of Bondo. There's no real rust on it except the running boards, and there's a little bit on the cowl. I don't know whether you can see it. Not bad. That's the other side is much less than that. That's the worst one. I don't really plan on restoring it myself. I'm just gonna get it roadworthy and drive it the way it is. I like them showing a little bit of age. I mean, I may do a few things like put some mats on those running boards. Definitely want to do some kind of turn signals. I don't know whether I'm going to add the other light and run them through that or put the aftermarket ones in the bumper. Not really sure. Let me show you the other cowl. Doesn't look too bad to me. Probably not showing up too good with the sun shining on me. But that's it. Headlights aren't the only thing I really know right now. I haven't touched it. I'm really ahead of schedule though, because I bought it and I had two cars in my garage here. So I figured it was going to be at least a few weeks before I could sell at least one of them to get it in the garage. But luckily, a nice young guy from Facebook came and looked at the first one I put on Facebook, and he bought them both the next day. So it's in the garage. I've been underneath of it. I don't think it's ever been a body off restoration, because that's greasy under there, you know, typical for an old car. But I don't care about that either, because like I say, I'm not restoring it for a show car. Now let's take a look at the inside. Doors open and close fine. I had to spray them with a little silicone, but that's the interior. That's a driver's door panel sitting there. Headliner's kind of icky, but if it's an original interior, it's in good shape. Even came with the crank, which I will never crank to start it. Dashboard has some paint peeling off, but all good. Need a couple of door handles for the front. This one falls off and the other one is missing. The roof bows seem okay. One is broke though, so we'll see what I can do with that. But the first thing I'm going to do is get it up off the ground, do a complete grease job on it, oil everything underneath, make sure everything is working the way it should be. See if I find anything else going on under there, but I don't think so. It looks like it was greased over its life. I don't know whether you've seen my first video on this. It was the first time I ever started a Model A. It's kind of funny. You had to look if you didn't see it. But I got to figure it out pretty quick. As for the engine, I got a little bit of a fuel leak here. And once when I had it running, it was dripping out of the carburetor, although it looks like it is now, and the fuel shut off, so the shut-off valve must not be working completely. The guy I got it from, he put 2 new spark plugs in it and had to use 2 old ones. He said wherever he got them from, he could only get 2. But it runs all right. I'm sure it'll run a little better when I get all 4 new ones in there. Anyway, I'm gonna probably videotape each little thing I do to it and post them. If anybody's interested, keep an eye out for it. Take care.